Hi, yeah, we're gonna play a speedball, I think. And let's try to do it. I think he's gonna stream as well. I closed his stream and set up mine, so everything is completely normal. Let's see. I think it's match points because the last one was imps. Should be, yeah. Well, no, pairs could be anything, but match points, okay. Let's see. This is 5 minutes delay. I should probably add that. Let's see. Well, I will edit it when I can. 12 boards, no enemies. ICBL sanctioned. Play fast, game fast. Okay, we can do it. Undo's not allowed. Classic stuff. Dan is here. Maybe he's here to play the day long. Let's go. Diamond, spit one heart, and I won't really have a rebid issue. I can pass one spade or whatever. I can. We didn't discuss anything about what to do over a 1-0 trump rebid, but I don't have any problems with that. If he raises to 2 hearts, I will pass. 2 clubs, I will raise to 3. So 1 spade will be slightly awkward, but I guess I'll just bid 1 spade, 1-0 trump. It's not that awkward after all. Very good, I'm dummy. It's always the best. It's my best position. I think it's the most obnoxious thing that you can do on a stream is to chew gum. I just feel like it. Took trick 1 with the 5, it's always a good sign for the no trump contract. You can try to pin the 10 now, but you still miss. Well, it's not pinning anymore if the jack is high. You can try to play the 9 as well, but maybe they don't underlead the 10. They did underlead the 10, so we'll see. This is my best spot. Just sitting here, chewing gum, doing fake bridge analysis. What else can you ask for? Okay, let's try to rename this. I heard I need to... Yeah. In the meantime, I can see also the Jack of Spades appearing, so doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, Fratina is saying speed, but it's always Valdemoro, I think, who is being slow. In the meantime, I see a lot of second-hand highs, which is always nice. Are we getting +3? I mean +2? Yeah. Not too bad. 10 minutes. Left for 2 bars, and let's see if we can somehow make it. I mean, if let's say if Fratina becomes declarer, I think it will go much faster. Against Gibbs, I would probably open this one on trump or overcall one on trump, but let's split three clubs. It's a bit of an underbet, but let's see if we hear something. If he raises, I can bid double. Interesting. This is very confusing. I'm just gonna try to bid something if we can make. I don't see us stopping both majors. I don't know. We are stopping both majors, but we're also probably... Well, hopefully where South doesn't draft us. So even if clubs are 4-1, we have a decent shot based on diamonds. Well, it's not a great shot, but it's a decent shot. I was thinking of exiting a spade and hoping that West has 6 hearts. I just do the normal stuff. I'm way too tired for all this stuff. Not risking going down. Okay, very good. Let's see if South ducks. I'm of the school that I usually prefer playing it out because it takes forever for opponents to understand. Yeah, actually, hearts war 6-1, so I had a spade doesn't change anything, but it's a 1 on trump opener, right? Would do it also with humans. Okay, actually, technically, these 3 people at the table are humans, but I mean, also in a regular partnership, I think it's just correct. It's a very confusing analysis. So I could have exited a spade, and then I get the over trick also if south if diamonds aren't breaking properly. Let's see. That's the fun part of speedballs, that you get to write this. Okay, I'm not dummy, but it's the next best thing. I mean, you don't want to see me defend, so let's see. Spade lead, okay. So I have 9 tricks, so that's always nice. The question is, did they underlead the jack or the king? I think it's slightly more likely that they underlead the jack. But anyway, I have playing the queen puts everything in one basket. Yeah, I don't know, heart up, heart to dummy. Although this is actually a little risky. 2. I have already one more try. Well, let's just try for the max. If they don't catch the ace, yeah, if they don't catch the ace king of hearts, now I just have the rest. Assuming no 5-0 in diamonds. I think I have some coffee ready, so I'll bring some. Yeah, it didn't look like East somehow ducked. Like the danger of playing hearts was that East somehow has Ace King 10-9, and then West has the King of Spades, and then somehow they set up a bunch of heart tricks, right? But it didn't look like it. It looked more like West has Ace King of Hearts. Okay, let me get the coffee. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a second. Let's see. Should be like near tops all around. Huh. Wow. Yeah, South Past. Yeah, South Past, that's amazing, right? I usually don't want to pass with that spacesuit. But it worked out very well, so this is just an average. I was very happy with plus 150. That's why you shouldn't look at the Traveler. Yeah, it's 3 space double down 4. Yeah, I can imagine. Actually, 5 clubs would have sucked, but it was kind of a tough spot, I think. The main way we could have gotten to 3 no trump is if I bid 3 spades, asking for a stop. But I don't quite think, well, I am probably strong enough actually, but I wasn't sure about hearts, so. And this gotta be very good. Let's go. So 83, not too bad so far. I have more than enough strength for a one level opening, and I don't want to, bid 3 spades. It's probably, honestly, if you open 3 spades with this, it's not like the sky will fall over. It's probably also fine. It's just not really in my nature. Yeah. The general principle is I'm not gonna be the one who says good evening, good luck, how are you? So if they don't do it, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, here I'm gonna bid 4 spades and hope they don't bid five clubs. Over 5 clubs, I'm afraid I will bid 5, but yeah, I don't know. It's very hard to stop myself. It's a 7-3, could be even a 7 forfeit. Yeah, sucks. If he doubles, I probably pass it out because it could be the double could be based on a trump stack. Yeah. What do I want? I mean, technically, it's kind of like a suit preference, I guess. Oh boy. So it was a 4-card fit. Now I asked for a diamond, I hope. Oh no, I asked for a heart. That's actually nonsense. But I mean, whatever. I can play a middle spade, showing that I don't care what I do, what he does. I don't know if that's correct. My bridge is hard. I don't know. You figure it out. Okay, the jack. Interesting. Jack could be from... If it's the stiff, I need to take it. If it's not a stiff, then it doesn't matter what I do, as far as I can see. Because then it was just king low. Yeah, I showed that hard preference. That was dumb, but whatever. Let's see. Yes. But there's no way we're getting anything here, right? Yeah. Yeah, bridge is hard. We lose a few tricks. Yeah, it's not that clear. One, two, three. Yeah, so 5 spades goes down 1. A diamond would have been good, but I should have asked for the diamond. I mean, it was my fault. Diamond is much more urgent. Should have played a low spade, but for some reason I thought that diamonds are high. For it could be from 5 hearts, although maybe with 5 hearts he would have bid. Okay, so Declare has 3 clubs. And Beans is asking for a diamond, if that's true. You can ask for a spade. I hope it's not too insistent. Is that a word in English? Insistent? Like insisting on something? It is a word in Romanian. It just looks like he really wants me to play a heart. Maybe I can even jump with a spade ace and play a heart through. It's a little too much, but at least it's a cool play. Yeah, the main hope here is that they somehow that they missed game, right? Because the field will see the 8 points and will bid game or will invite or something. It wasn't counting North's points, but it is 17 plus 8, yeah. And how did this go? Yes. Wait, did I drop the king? Oh, shit. Didn't even notice. Ah, damn it. Okay. I told you I shouldn't be defending. Okay, they did. I mean, once you do, once you get the stamina, you actually get there, right? So it's not that bad. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't have enough to double, although I have a heart fit, so. Spade. It's the 4. I mean, he has 5, so he's hiding the 2 or the 3. So heart switch looks kind of obvious. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Diamond maybe. But easiest would be if North just takes it. Takes my king. I mean, North also has some points, so it doesn't look like. So maybe the Jack of Diamonds is in North, so then you really don't want to touch clubs, diamonds. So let's just leave it hard. And so now we can actually set up. Set up hearts instead of spades. I obviously don't know what's up, but he doesn't know where the 10 is. But I hope by playing that. Well, it's not very high, the 4, I admit, but it kind of looks like maybe a hard signal. It should be. Hopefully, it's obvious that I don't have a spade because I would have just led one back immediately. Imagine you have king low and your partner leads one. Well, the diamond king can wait, right? It's kind of the idea, but. But on the other hand, now I can just declare in dummy and we just get 2 off. I get the 10 of hearts in the end. There's nothing else that can happen. All those nice spades in declarer's hand will have to go into retirement. And I never claim in defense. It's one of my. The 9 of clubs, I happen to remember, was in my hand. Yeah, they saved. They're not much. I mean, yeah, we can get the 500. Yeah, this is the kind of thing where it makes sense to have an agreement. So a classical agreement, and I think it's still kind of up to date, is to play one on trump as promising something. So this hand, even though maybe ideally you'd like to play one on trump here, if you would like to like bid one on trump and force your partner to pass, it's probably better to play it like something like 8 to 10, 8 to 11, because these auctions get really awkward otherwise. You will have to look for some games. If one on trump is 0 to 11, then it's impossible to have any intelligent conversation there. Not to mention that if I doubled on 14 and then you bid 1 on trump on 0, then we're playing 1 on trump on a combined 14 count, so it's not ideal. You want to have 1 on trump promise something. It's not always possible, but this is too weak and you have a very decent alternative in 2 diamonds. Even though in this case, maybe if it goes 1 spade double, Pass 2 diamonds. Yeah, 63. Slowly slipping, but we'll probably get some decent score somewhere. This was bad, interesting. Ah, they were white on red. Ah, we were red. Oh, I thought. Oh, should have whacked them. It's really dumb. I didn't realize they were white. Well, I guess somehow I did realize, but it just somehow didn't sink in. I have to whack the 3-0 trump, otherwise we get into some weird stuff like this. I don't think he underled the ace. Usually don't do that in pickup partnerships. So he probably led from 3 low. This probably gets rough, but it doesn't really matter too much. We need to get our diamond tricks if we have any. That's the only thing. Is it like the last chance here? Of course he doesn't know that I have... Okay, he's asking for a signal, I guess. With a stiff. Yeah, we could have taken that one trick. But let's hope that the field is in game. Let's open the blinds. What am I doing here? We have like 1 hour of sunlight today. Then I have the blinds on. Good old days, you know, when 57 was a bad score. Imagine that. Yeah, I guess hearts. I don't know what else to do. Although South can obviously have heart length, there is no law against it. He's playing the 6, which is kind of low, but it could also be like a 4th if you have like a doubleton or so. No need to cover. I have 5. Asking for a club, okay. Kind of, but I still have a kind of this automatic hard play. So the thing is, the spade suit is frozen, nobody wants to touch it. Well, okay, if you're gonna touch it like that. Maybe I was a bit too much on autopilot here, or like babbling too much. Kind of look like Matt has the ace of diamonds. They haven't seen the jack or the 10 of hearts yet, as far as I remember. Yeah, this just gives me 2 tricks. It's a little rash. You can play a heart 3 if that helps. Yeah. Wait, what's going on? Oh, I lost count. I'm such an idiot. Oh, whatever. So 10 was in. Yeah, okay, good. Plus 100. It looked like a good defense, but it was kind of random. But that's the case for almost all my good defenses, so I have to take credit for this. Well, one of us or both of us. Okay. I like where this is going. You can see it already. Beans has 5 spades to the jack. To the jack 9, and we'll take 2 spade tricks, and the rest of the hand is high. I mentioned this before. Actually, a pretty decent idea over 4-note trump is to maybe double it or bid like a suit over it. Because most people don't have proper agreements over what to do over interference, and they're reluctant to W. I could make a Leitner double because I have a void, but unfortunately it's in spades, which is slightly problematic. King of diamonds I can try to encourage. Worth a shot. What is this? Yeah, hearts I can pinch. It's just match point, so even if they make grand, it's still not that bad. It's just a 0. It's just a simple ace answer, not key card. I love it. Old style. Yeah, what can you do? I think the technical play there is actually to try to rough out the heart, the queen of hearts, not to take the finesse. I mean, we don't know what West would have done. Sorry, North would have done. First, you try to rough out the queen, and if that doesn't help, then you can fall back on the club finesse. Of course, like. Actually, I didn't mean to clear it. Oh well. So. Of course, like, you don't need to take the club finesse right away. You can try to run your spades and try to read the position. Also, there you have some squeeze possibilities or whatever, because so you have ace king of hearts and rough a heart. The queen doesn't appear, but the 10 is still in dummy, so you can try to run your spades and try to see if they have some issues. I don't know. I wish I could explain to you all the different squeezes that are available, but I'm definitely not good enough for that. Would have been nice if one of these kings, sorry, this king would have been the king of spades. From south point of view, that was still possible. On the other hand, it's still unlikely. Like, it's still, you have the same vacant spaces arguments that you have as declarer. You have the same vacant spaces arguments also for bidding. Like, if you have if you're looking for some high card points and you don't know which king your partner has, and you know for example that your partner definitely has a king, then you can apply the same vacant spaces arguments. You can also try to apply Murphy's law, like partner never has what you want him to have, and in practice that also applies very often, but every now and then mathematics also helps. Not to say that South knew that North has my partner's skill didn't help. Yeah. One after another. 2 space plus 2. So this should be good for us because they missed game. No, it's actually a flat out 0. Did we wait? Was this that bad? Oh yeah, I mean we always have these 3 tricks. But do we take more than that? Well, we still have a little bit to spare. Yeah. I was thinking like, oh well, this will be a little bad if we keep on getting 190, because it looks like we're beating up on a bad field, but you can see that this is not the case, so I guess it's more funny like this. Yeah, just open 2. Might as well put under pressure. I like one as well, one spade or two spade. I don't think there's a big difference. If you just doubt like 100 hands, it's not. I don't think there will be a big swing one way or another. I mean, you would have big swings, but not overall. Three spades doesn't really invite me to bid for. He's welcome to do it, but in the system discussion I wrote that I can be a little psycho when non-vulnerable, but okay, king of spades I can just encourage, showing that I don't care. Just kind of, I guess, strange way of encouragement. So Beans has king, queen, third of spades. And I played a low spade twice. I mean, the first one it was encouragement, the second one is kind of a club signal, but maybe I should have played the middle one, showing that I really don't care about anything that you do. It kind of looks like we just need to sit back and wait. This could be like a fake Trump promotion if North believes that Matt has no more spades, but that didn't work. I feel like it's the same track all over again. It's supposed to be 12 hours long. Well, I don't know. Would be hard to what am I saying? I don't know. We're in. Oh, I think I was trying to say like it's hard to convince Declare that I opened two spades on 7, but it's just a reconstruction. Could have been just about anything. The nice thing about opening a preempt is that you always have an easy, or at least the first few discards are always easy. You can always just pitch your own suit, unless it broke extremely badly. Four spades, we lose a bunch of tricks, so I'm gonna overcall three spades. If it comes past to me, I don't really like three spades, but I think I'll do it anyway. Maybe four spades also makes sense, who knows. One no trump, some people might want to pass. Okay, we're three clubs. I suppose I have to pass. I don't like it, but if he bids three no trump, I will bid four spades. If he doubles, I bid four spades. I don't know. Maybe I'm very old-fashioned. I mean, you don't technically need to have an opening bid to overcall on the 3 level, but it's still... Yeah. And of course 4 spades has the advantage that you cannot mistake it for a transfer. It's not like I have a diamond transfer here. 4 hearts would be ambiguous, but I think he would pass it most of the time with no agreements. pretty sure I passed in tempo, which is always good. It's important also if you want to stream and okay, what is this? Okay, so you don't cover this because then you just set up a Trump promotion. What Trump promotion? I have King Queen Jack. What am I saying? Hey, what was this? Queen. Done. What am I saying? What is this bridge analysis? It's just amazing. How bad can some of this bridge be? It's really crazy. It's a diamond pitch, interesting. And spades broke 3-2, so that's kind of bad news from the standpoint of hearts. North has 3, that's still okay. Anything clever I can do. I don't see it. Yes. Of course, 3-0 Trump is just as good, I think, but at least I didn't go down. At least I didn't go down. And of course, yeah, it was a 6-card preamp, so I shouldn't be afraid that it's like 7-3-3-0 or anything. It's just high. Okay. Very good job to reopen. It wasn't completely obvious, I think. 1 heart. If I tank pass, then he has a real problem. Reopening 3-0 Trump on a marginal hand, so that's why you shouldn't tank pass. If you tank, you have to bid 3 spades and then live with it. I don't know. They went down in 3-0 Trump. Well, I can see kind of, yeah. South is an entry, right? That's the point. Entry in hearts. I don't know. 3 spades. I would have probably bid 3 clubs over 2 spades, but this way it's not much I can do. Long, think and pass. Interesting. Let's see. So we can take 2 spades and 2 clubs, I guess. He discourages, he probably has 3. Oh boy. There wasn't much rush, right? They could have just taken that club. maybe take this and... No, what am I saying? Take this. Oh, God. Oh, wasn't paying attention, but I think they always just make game, don't they? Maybe I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. And the way South is playing, it looks like either South has Ace King or has neither. Still has a heart, doesn't he? Ah, okay. So I had neither, but then yeah, they're just always making. As far as I know. Let's ask. Wait. This is the problem when you're both. I can just try to invite him. Show offline. No, not a note. It should be a chat. Ugh, how do you do this? It's always you're stuck there. I think we will somehow stick just about survive and survive with more than 50. Yeah, it's tough, but yeah, it depends what you think. 3 spades, man. It could be a good bid with that hand. It could be a bad bid. It's hard to say. It's kind of interesting. If you bid 2 spades, then maybe North raises. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Just redeem himself. Just sponsor him. Awesome. $54. Actually, no, it's Bisoy from Romania. This is actually not true. We didn't finish above 55. What else is going on? 3 minutes. Okay, I think I will just make some coffee as usual. Welcome back. Just in time. 1 diamond, let's see. 1 spade, and I will also compete to 3 diamonds if it comes to that. This is one place where I don't like the standard. Yeah, okay, so here has. Let's see. If he doubles, I have an interesting decision, but maybe I need to bid 5 diamonds. 5 clubs, okay. No, I definitely need to bid 5 diamonds. Let's see. It just kind of feels like they're not gonna make. There's no guarantee, but that's what I would guess. This is imps, so actually if they make, it doesn't make a huge difference. Maybe a club, his second suit. Every now and then we can even get a ruff. Okay, who bid 5 hearts? Wested. Okay. So Beans clearly bid 5 clubs on just on shape rather than strength. They still haven't made yet. We'll see. Can just show that I have Queen Jack 10. So now a diamond switch should probably stand out. Yeah. He played a low one that should technically mean that he doesn't have a stiff spade. So let's just try it. Doesn't have to, but that's what you would normally bet on. I can still get maybe a spade trick later. That's also a reason not to try for the rough. Hey, you two did great. 0 misunderstanding. Yeah, thanks. 0 misunderstanding, but a bunch of misdefenses. But yeah, I think, especially in my case, I think that's just kind of comes with the job description. Whatever. I'm pretty sure we're getting that spade trick. So 300 instead of 100, that's always, you know, it's kind of 200% profit. The funny thing is we actually don't make 5 diamonds, right? We lose 2 clubs and a heart. Well, it depends how you play it, but the first approximation you go down 1. You wouldn't play the 4 heart bidder to have the ace of clubs, so I think yeah, we would have just gone down. heart. The 7 is quite high, although it's technically it's the lowest. Yeah, it's the literal lowest, so he could have something like ace 10, 8, 7. Just give count like a pro. We're both giving count, but it will turn out that declare as the ace king or what? No. Let's try for this. Taken by the king, but it still could mean that the last diamond is ours. Well, it's worth a shot. It depends a little bit on how you think your partner is leading. Like with some partners, you want to just like you would say, well, if partner didn't lead diamonds, it means partner never has 4 diamonds. But I don't think it's true these days. Down 1 is down 1. Ace 10, 8, 7. I called it actually. And then I just ignored what I thought. Okay, let's open 1 diamond. If he bids 1 heart, it's an interesting question, but I think I will bid 2 clubs and then raise hearts. 2 spades now, I don't have any problems. Let's just reopen with a double. Pass is a little wet. I just want to just chill here, basically. The turn looks like a double turn. Just encourage. There's not much else I can do. Ace of Hearts only really hurts if he has literally nothing there, right? King, like 4 low cards, but seems pretty unlikely. Okay, let me just cash this and then try for the hearts. King 4 would be awesome, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, now he can play spades as well, so that's kind of nice, but depends how many spades he has. Huh. And now exit a spade, but it will not really help, right? Everything is high now. Okay, coffee time, but I'll be back very soon. I should probably whack out. Especially the 3-0 trump I should have whacked last tournament. Because I know that things aren't really breaking, and I should have known that they're not vulnerable. I just somehow I didn't notice. Here, pretty bad. I mean, okay, the only thing I know is that, well, maybe they take some club tricks, but I mean, they're not taking on spades or hearts or diamonds, so unless they have like eight clubs, and they're not getting anywhere, so it's kind of unforgivable. It's not imps and yeah, the 2-spade call was definitely something. Yeah, that's also true, but I don't think we can take more, can we? Let's see. Oh, apparently a spade lead is needed. Yeah, I can see how that would be true, but I agree. The 2-spade is probably bad, but I have to admit that these calls work out a little more often than one expects. It just somehow works. I don't know if you were there when Roger Lee was on stream and he was talking about, yeah, bidding actually doesn't matter too much. It's one of these things. 6-4 is always a point of contention. But if he bids 2 diamonds on 3-2 in the majors, then I'm pretty happy. Okay, let's see. Well, if they want to play hearts, I'm more than happy to defend. Especially as Beans didn't bid 2 spades. So on 3-2 is the question. So let's say if you assume that your partner always bids 2 clubs, so 2 clubs always has 5-4 or better, then you shouldn't bid the 3 card fragment. You should ask with 2 diamonds. To no trump, and I should remember that we're playing no trumps. What is this? 7, 6. I'm not prepared to take the ace, so let's just play the 8. I just don't know. He probably has a low doubleton or so. Wait, it's a stiff, right? Of course, Declare has the doubleton. And I guess Declare has 5 hearts. 5 hearts with a stiff is a little extreme. I don't think people do that. Well, I stand corrected. Okay. 5 hearts and a stiff, so Declare has a 4-card minor. Well, be that as it may, I think Jack of Diamonds just kind of stands out. We'll see. There's a low stiff. So we have a director call on Twitch. I don't know if it's the first one. I don't think so. I've heard it. I wonder if it's about this stiff spade. There's some really weird rules in the ACBL about stiff honors. Yeah, I always feel like if somebody calls the director, they shouldn't talk in private. Is it maybe just the tempo? Maybe it's just the tempo. We'll see. So I really like if there is a maybe it could be 5-5, 5 hearts and 5 diamonds. You just need to be very open-minded when you're playing these speedballs. The thumb is cut off, so that's not an issue. Did I just end play myself? Yeah, I did. 5-4-3-1. It's a new normal. Completed CC. Yeah. These convention cards, I find them very, very confusing. They're kind of like this all-timey thing. And I prefer alerting, but it's of course up to everybody. And of course many people just don't know what they're playing, so. I guess we can just somehow beat it with some... Okay, we have action, very nice. Beans probably have some... has some 6-4 or so, maybe 6-5. Yes. And now, so club or a diamond would have beaten it, so that's still okay. It discouraged. So this is the work I should have done during defense, where I should have paid attention. But this is the next best thing. A heart, and maybe I need to duck it. Is that the case? Ah, he just took the ace of clubs. Yeah, it was maybe hard to see. Okay, so that was the issue. And Declare did well to play a heart to the turn. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's imps, so actually not a huge deal. Of course, it would have been nicer to be plus 100. So maybe this is minus 3 instead of plus 3. But, well, okay, that's already pretty bad. But, yeah, although this would be, let's say, minus 3 instead of 0, rather than minus 3 instead of plus 3. And I don't know, I haven't watched, I haven't paid attention to the play here, so, you know, if we're making or going down 3, or, I know we're not double, so that's at least good. Our clubs may be high, that would be nice. Looks like we have 10 tricks, which is always a good start for, and I hope he's not bearding me. Stiff non-honors rule is kind of silly. Definitely. An auction without the irregularity will most likely end in the same contract. The result will stand. It's kind of hard to imagine them getting to 2-0 trump, but whatever. It'll be 1 heart, pass 1 spade. I think they would end up in 2 hearts. And I think we have better chances there, but... I would just have to let it go. One no trump. I can try to discourage. We need the 10 of spades to be somewhere. Okay, it kind of looks like a hand where I can play the king of diamonds, and sometimes it helps. But they are tricky people, so sometimes they have very long diamonds. Well, we'll see. One way to find out. The 6 kind of looks low. He played high-low, so it means that I can duck this once. Yeah, as usual, yeah, it's just this match point thing where people open, like, overcall stuff. It's probably like 5 or 6 diamonds. But I don't know. Okay, it's just 5. It's not too bad. I'm getting unplayed again. Okay, I'm doing everything I can to avoid it. Maybe this was wrong. But usually if Declare plays it this way, then Declare will not have the queen. Um... Yeah, I mean, it's a typical hand where I mean, my gut feeling is that one no trump is definitely wrong, but all these definitely wrong calls often work. So, so the lesson there is that there are no only the Sith deal in absolute. Is that the saying? Something like that. Yeah, stiff non-honors rule definitely silly. I mean, I think it's fine as long as you explain what you're doing. If you want to bid one no trump on a void or 2 voids, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. I think it depends a little bit. Like I kind of like the idea of banning some stuff. Like I don't know, strong pass. It just somehow just turns bidding so much upside down that even if it's wrong or even if it doesn't have merit, it's kind of mean. But stuff like one on Trump that are off shape, I think is mostly okay. I've opened so many off shape one on Trumps, and so many times it just blows up in your face that it's not that bad. And honestly, a lot of the players don't take any effort in trying to count out the hand. So overall, people are usually bitter not because they're miscounting the hand on trick 6. People are bitter because just to clarify, I'm not talking about beans here. I'm talking about the people who introduce this rule. People are usually just annoyed when people do something unusual. So we still have a smallish plus score. Let's see. 2 clubs, I bid 3 clubs. 2 diamonds, maybe also 3 clubs. 2 hearts, I raised to 3. 1 on trump, I just bid 2 clubs. So people just look at the hand records later, and then they say like, oh, but they opened 1 on trump on a singleton. But I mean, it is kind of like the cause of what happened, but it's not. It's not because they misdefended. It's just because, yeah, because they just found the best game. So I don't know. As usual, when I have a void, my partner has like all their points in it. Okay, what do I do here? Ace king of diamonds, pitching 2 hearts. Take the spade finesse. Wait, I don't need to take the spade finesse, right? It's imps. From the top. If they're not paying attention, I will pitch both hearts. But I mean, it's hard not for them not to play a heart here. It's played out. Rough this, whatever. Under rough, even better. Yeah, but it's like you're saying an auction without the irregularity. That's fine, but they should still explain to the opponents, I think, what the irregularity was, because they probably have no idea what's going on. Ah, it was written here. What's going on? I haven't. I can't read. I just completely missed this line. It's really funny. I have no idea how they would have gotten it to 3-no trump to 2-no trump, but slightly awkward hand. I think one way of playing this is to try to finesse into east, finesse hearts into east, because east apparently wants to play spades, and it could be that it's hard for east to see that he needs to play the ace. I think that's what Beans is going for, and every now and then hearts actually break properly. You never know. Another low spade? No. Maybe the 10? No. Maybe a low spade now? No. A lot of no's in a row. There's 6-2. Yeah, East did hesitate a little. So I was thinking maybe East has something interesting, but still you can't just not bid 3-no trump based on a momentary hitch. And it's not like we had some magic contract. I don't know if 4 hearts is better, but it's not like we're gonna find it. Some rocket science auction that figures out that we have king queen tied opposite 8-7-6 and not 10-7-6. Board 9, let's go. If it goes pass pass, I will probably bid 3 diamonds. Probably doesn't go pass pass. I will bid 3 diamonds whatever he does, as advertised. And just lead my own suit. There's an alt tip, I think it's in balls or so, that if the preemptor leads his own suit, it means that he has a stiff trump, and in this case it would be true. The idea being that usually you have it stiff, and if you lead your own suit, then it means that that stiff is well, okay, I'm just repeating. So you would lead a stiff if it's not in trumps. That's kind of the idea. I don't know if it's true. Nowadays people preempt on everything. He plays a low spade. Maybe it's diamond suit preference. Could be. Could easily be. I'm just pitching random diamonds. Set king third. Not good. Right, East plays low to the ace. It looks like East has the king of clubs as well. In fact, it kind of looks like East wants to should claim already, but it depends what's going on in hearts. Five spades, one diamond. It doesn't matter. There's no use in trying to count out the hand if the count doesn't matter. One trick for us. That's something. But we didn't give away anything important. Declare can do the same. Just take the spade finesse and so on. 6 minutes now. It's hard to bit slam here, but it's a very good slam. You can even try to forgo the spade finesse and play on clubs, pitching hearts from dummy. I don't know if that's better. That's probably not better, but the idea would be ace of spades and then sometimes the king appears, and if the king doesn't appear, and it goes without saying, this is only an issue if hearts are led. So Hartley takes the ace, and now you have an option of taking the ace of spades, and either you see the king of spades drop, or you play on clubs, and then sometimes they need to rough in with the king of spades, and then you're still like you're swapping those two losers. I think overall that sounds like less than 50%, but not by that much. So maybe it makes sense, and especially on the auction, it really sounds like I don't have the king of spades. So yeah, in this case, it actually doesn't matter because the long spades have the long clubs. So somebody could have 4-3 in the black suits, like here, or they could have like king doubleton of spades next to 3 clubs. It's also you also make 4 more minutes, yeah, and I'm running out of things to say, and it's also a little annoying that I mean this delay is definitely not optimal, but I see the reason behind it, so it's just bridge. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the queen of clubs is on side, but of course I didn't know that. What was the lead? It was the 8. Interesting. Like top of nothing, kind of. Not common in suit contracts, but I'm not here to comment on the opponent's play. I'm here to at least try to comment on my own play. This will be kind of bad because some people made it. Brutal. Yeah, if it goes one heart, one no trump, then yeah, I can imagine West doesn't want to lead spades. One heart, 2 spades, yeah. And now East was a little shy and didn't want to lead spades. Although I guess it kind of looks like North was also shy in bidding, because first they bid clubs and then they bid no trump. So maybe you could figure it out and just lead a spade anyway. I'm obviously just being bitter. Yeah. Yeah, but like if it goes one hard pass, you're not gonna lead a spade. East needs to bid spades and then hope that one spade, two spade, three spades. I think everything is better than pass. But yeah, sour grapes. Story of my life. It's a pretty awkward hand. One hard, two spades double. What do you do from north? I would bid two no trump. I would probably do bid two no trump on every 5-3-3-2 and reserve like keep three clubs, three diamonds, and three hearts to be shape conforming. So 5-4 or a 6 card suit. And then south has an issue. Maybe you just bid three no trump after two no trump. And it's up to you. It's tough. Okay, so we'll probably be close to zero here. This would be nice in pairs, but in imps it will be just plus 0.5 or so. Plus 0.5. Well, at least I'm good at calculating imps in my head. Okay, just a 3 spade bid. Whatever happens. Now it says plus 2.5. I don't know why. I guess some people bid the slam. Okay, so we're kind of plus 10-ish. Let's see. He passed after a little hitch, but it's a little it's always hard to tell if it was a real hitch or just internet stuff. It's gonna lose a heart, a diamond, and a spade, I guess. It's only possible after this lead. Cash the king of spades like a pro. In case somebody needs to rough in from something. I don't actually know what I'm playing for, but haven't seen the 7 of spades, if that matters. Probably doesn't. Try to come back with a heart. He's thought for a little, so yeah. Had the ace indeed. Let's see. Okay, I have seen the 9 of spades. That's important to know sometimes. I'm pretty sure there's no more trumps, but let's just take one more just for as a precaution. And let's not forget about the hard trick that we still have coming. Rough. Cash the jack. And it's hard to see, hard to say. Somebody raised. I mean, maybe, but he doesn't know my preempting tile, and he doesn't know about diamonds, and technically we should go down, so c'est la vie. I'll just raise, just a single raise. I have 4, so okay, here I have to bid 3. I can't just pass, so with 4 card support, I think. General rule of thumb is you're allowed to be pushed around 1 level, but not 2. So if East had bid 4 diamonds, I would have needed to pass. 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds, I'm allowed to bid 3 spades. At least that's how I learned it. Some 10 years ago on bridge-based forums. 1 level okay, 2 level not okay. And just a sec, I'll come back in a minute. Right on time. Yeah, impairs, actually impairs, free kill rights, impairs looks like it has high variance. It has actually huge variance, so it's not, it's actually not a real scoring system. So impairs is like the lottery basically. And I mean, let's say you think you're a good pair, right? Actually, it doesn't require that. But then simply, like, if you're a good pair playing with good teammates, and then presumably you're gonna have, so you're gonna compare your results to the opponent's results on the other table. But in pairs, you have to compare to everyone, kind of. So it's like complete randomness. And if your opponents on your table are good, like you said, yeah, it depends on the opponents. Then you have a lot of trash, kind of like you have a lot of trash results, and yeah, they just bid a vulnerable game, and then you're suddenly just losing 5 imps. And if you're playing against the beginners, of course, I know on the Cavendish maybe you won't see beginners, but relatively speaking, somebody weak. Like I would be like a terrible player actually there. Okay, so he has spades and hearts. I think I will just bid diamonds again. I'm not really convinced. He could have 5-5. Yeah, it's awkward. I bid and rebid diamonds, so maybe it makes sense to pass. If he has 5-5, it's a great spot. If he has 5-4, then maybe we somehow make. And 5 diamonds requires some diamond help, which he probably didn't have, right? Last board, and I have nothing else to do. So basically in match points, yeah, I don't know, claiming not worth it. I usually don't claim that much. I think it's actually kind of, you're breaking even a lot of the time. And sometimes, like, if they accept, then probably you're saving 5 seconds of time. Like, it's a very, very approximate uh, count. I would say, like, you're saving 5 seconds, but every now and then, like, let's say 10 or 20% of the time, they will reject a claim. Then you have to like argue about the claim and so on, and then you're losing like a minute. So I would say, my personal feeling is, unless you can claim like a trick 5 or 6, and it's obvious what's going on, I think generally speaking it's not worth claiming. Okay, it's playing on diamonds. I like it. If West drops in, it means that hearts broke 3-2. So it's actually quite an elegant play. And diamonds will be high now, so we're all set. Yeah. There is one thing that you can do for impairs, and that's Swiss impairs, and that means that you're gonna be always playing against somebody who has a very similar result as you. So if you're playing against very good players, presumably it means you're also very good. And even there you need to play a lot of boards until it evens out. So yeah. Yeah, so these two don't look so good together. But yeah, here I can see that yeah, spades just didn't break very well. I was on a toilet break, so I couldn't comment on it. Yeah, so what else is going on? 4 hearts plus 1. At least here we found a good spot. I mean, here I was talking about partner being 5-4, but he really should be 5-5 most of the time, because 2 diamonds and 4 diamonds is not some random Mickey Mouse bid. It should really show very good diamonds. That means that we can usually take a bunch of like usually if you like kind of like unilaterally names hearts, it should usually be 5-5. Like, I don't know, 5-4-2-2. He will probably just 5-4-2-2. Partner probably raises to 5 diamonds. And you're talking about more reasonable than BAM, like border match. But actually, border match is very interesting because you're again you're not depending on the blunders of your opponents that much. Like, of course you are, but let's say you are a good team and you want to win, then you're gonna go higher in the standings and you're gonna play a team match against good players, and then it's a little bit of a poker game sometimes. Like, are they going for the make, or are they going for the over trick? But at least it's not some. You're not gonna suffer from like an idiotic play from your opponents. I mean, you can, but then it will even out during the match, right? But if you're playing a pairs game, then usually you play like 2 or 3 boards against the same opponents, and if they do something really bad, then you cannot get it back basically from those. So it's you can go back and forth. There are good arguments how it works, but the main thing is that if you're playing a pairs tournament, then let's say you have, I don't know, 12 opponents, and assuming you're one of the good ones, or even if you're in the middle, then it means it will make a huge difference against who you're playing which board. So if there's like some grand slam that you need to bid and make, and you're playing against that they need to bid and make, and you're playing against somebody good, then your whole tournament is gone if it's in pairs. But if it's match points, then you lost the board, and then you can go on and get it back against the weak players. Okay, Pisoy beat us again. That's a little sad, but that's the way it is. It would have been awesome to get to bid this. I mean, I don't know. I honestly, without resulting, I would have raised to 4 spades, but he obviously doesn't know how I preempt, and it's like I said, it should have gone down. It's not obvious to lead the ace of spades, but the ace of diamonds. But if you do lead it, then you beat it. Yeah, well, this was fun. I'm pretty sure I will stop the stream here. I've been streaming for 4 hours or so. No, 2.5, but it felt like 4. Let's stop it. Thanks for tuning in, for people who tuned in. And thanks for tuning in for the people who are watching the VOD. Whoever, whatever. Yeah, see you around. Ciao.